Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Had a few hours on my hand today, and so I decided I wanted to come up with a proof of concept video. A dual battery setup on the Freego X2. Now this is just something I decided to put together really quickly, just so that I know it would work. The bike would run and would run well on two batteries, and trying to figure out some solutions on where I could put one. What I did was I had this tank style bag that I was using on my aerial rider X class for a while, and it was just kind of sitting in the shed doing nothing. So I decided I'd grab it. And I had I still have a Cobble Wolf Warrior scooter that I'm not currently riding. So I decided I would just take the battery out of that guy, wire it into this guy, and see what the results would be. Well, let's just say the results are excellent. It doesn't look the greatest. Like I said, this is just for me to have something that I can mock up. I'm going to actually order another battery that will actually fit inside of a normal size bag like this. This is what I had on hand today, so just decided I would use it, wire it up, see what would happen. What happens is I'm getting hardly any voltage sag. I did a quick 6-mile test ride on it just to make sure nothing would catch fire, blow up, what have you. And it ran great, all in sport mode. I topped out at about 48 miles an hour. I'm 6'1", currently about 250. And I'm in South Carolina, and as you can tell, we just had a bit of snow here over the last few days. So the temperature isn't ideal, but still hitting 48 with about 4 to 5 volts of sag versus the 8 to 9. Sometimes I would see 10 volts of sag with just the one battery, the one Freego battery. So adding this second 30 amp hour, this is, by the way, I'm sorry, this is the 30 amp hour 60 volt Samsung battery that I took out of my scooter. Sorry guys, like I always tell you guys, I'm not a YouTuber. I just like making videos for the community. So it's not going to be the cleanest, most polished video, but it'll get the facts out to you. So what I did was the scooter battery, as you can see, it's a, I don't know if you can read that, Samsung 60 volt 30 amp hour. Hope that's coming through on the video. 2100 cells. And what I did was I just took a Y splitter. The Samsung battery has two outputs, two discharge ports, and so does the Freego battery. Freego battery has two discharge ports. And just so I can show you guys, so this is the original wiring that was connected to the Freego battery. And big shout out to E-Bike Dad. Check out his videos, check out his channel. He seems to be a great dude. I don't know him personally, but he seems to be a real great dude. And he made a video recently where he opened up his Freego battery, and that just gave me tons of ideas once I saw that it could be opened up relatively easily without doing much damage. So this cable was coming from the two discharge ports of the Freego battery down to the bottom of the Freego case here. Well, I just took all of that out. I didn't need it. I didn't want water getting in there and short circuiting it out. So I just got rid of it all. This is the wire that was going from the bottom of the battery port up into the controller. And they just use standard terminal ends. So I just basically gutted all the wiring out of the Freego harness, the battery harness. And I took the 2 discharge wires from the Freego battery, connected it with a Y splitter like this one here. Ran it up through the bag to an input that goes out to the controller. Same with this Samsung battery. Took the 2 discharge ports, put it in a Y splitter, connected it to a dual connect, 1 out, dual input, 1 output connector to the controller. And that's it. Really, really easy stuff. And then I just put some rags in here right now just to keep the battery from moving around. But like I said, this is simply just, it was just to get me going today, just to see if it would actually work. Don't mind the duct tape and all of this stuff. The bottom part of this battery had some white waterproofing on it, and I didn't like the white showing, so I just threw some duct tape on it. Put a piece of foam, duct tape some foam, and put that in there. Keep the battery from sliding. Like I said, guys, rough stuff, but as you can see, oh, let me grab. But as you can see, screen is working. Light comes on. And when it's time to disconnect, let's see if I can do this one-handed. I'll just take out the Samsung battery. So now the Samsung battery has been disconnected. So the only battery that's connected now is just the Freego battery. Still on, still works, still comes out of park mode. Everything still works fine. Horn still works. So the bike works great. Switches still work. Eco, Sport. So basically now I'm just running it off of one battery coming from the Freego, going into a dual connection, going to the controller. So now this should help a lot with voltage sag. That was my main issue I was having with just running the one battery, and this is what I would have hoped Freego would have addressed. With such a powerful controller and a powerful motor, you need a lot of power, and 30 amp hours sounds like a lot, and it would be a lot in a 750 watt bike, but in this bike it just doesn't cut it. So I decided to do something about it, and this is just my makeshift, for the time being, way of accomplishing that goal. So now I have twice the amount of battery range. I have a total of 60 amp hours now. 230 amp packs, 230 amp hour packs. Total of 60 amp hours. So the range should be excellent. And like I said, I've already tested it out, and the voltage sag is basically cut in half. So that's it, guys. If anybody has any other suggestions on what I could do different, if you have any other ideas, Like I said, I actually think that tank bag fits the style of the bike pretty well. You know, outside of this part hanging out, obviously. But just the actual tank bag on the bike, I don't think it looks bad at all. I think it kind of makes the bike look pretty damn cool, actually. Goes from e-moto to more moto, more of a motorcycle look. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I don't. Maybe I have bad taste, but I think it kind of fits on there. I tried to mount a battery under here, but every battery that I measured before I ordered one, the dimensions were too long. It would either hit this taillight bracket, which I could grind off and get a couple extra inches, or it would hit shock. And I was thinking about flipping the shock upside down to get this air canister down on this side, but I didn't want to go through all that extra hassle. Once I realized I had this extra bag sitting in the house doing nothing, I figured I'd give it a shot and see what happened. So there you go, guys. Dual battery, kind of, sort of, for right now on the X2, normal X2. I feel sorry for you guys that got that Pro version. Every video I see so far, it just doesn't match the power and acceleration and top speed of the non-Pro version, the one that I have here. This is a nice bike for $2,300. I can't be happier. Oh, one more shout out. Mr. E from NYC made a video on this tail light recently. So I decided to purchase it because I needed a signal solution. I ride primarily in the street, and I needed a solution for turn signals. I already had a brake light back there, a auto sensing brake light that would detect if you're slowing down and automatically brighten up the brake lights. But this one, guys, so here's the control panel. So this one comes with a bit of a loud horn. It's just a beeper though. I don't like that. So I have my own horn. Everybody, I showed this on the last video. I have my own horn, more like a motorcycle horn. But it also has turn signals. Right, left, it also has different styles for the light, so you can have a flashing light, and this is while you're riding. It also has the auto sensing feature, so when you do slow down, it'll automatically brighten up this entire area, will turn red and then brighten up the entire area. So you have a bunch of different modes. You can flash slow, you can strobe, blink fast, solid red. Oops. Or you can put on hazard lights. So that's been a great addition to the bike for my needs. Now, you guys, some of you guys, and it's rechargeable. You can't see that. It's rechargeable USB-C, comes right off of that bracket. And I work night shift, so I need to be visible at night when I'm riding on the road, and that just gives me great visibility as far as tail light, blinkers, God forbid I'm on the side of the road, hazards, etc. So pretty good addition. Can't remember the price right now. It's probably like $40, $45, somewhere less than 50 for sure. Less than $50, wireless, rechargeable, all the good stuff. All right, guys, any questions, throw them in the comments. I'll try to get back to you. Yeah, so there you go. Freego X2, dual battery, 60 amp hour. I'm loving it.